Crossland and Sister Sarah in congratulating Mr. Tom Crossland, class of 2009 Valedictorian.
Are you ready to record?
I'm already recording.
It has always been my dream to have more hits on YouTube than Rick Astley, singer of that classic 80s tune, Never Gonna Give You Up. And now, here I am, given this great opportunity to beat him and to deliver the greatest valedictorian speech of all time. Which will be available on YouTube later this evening. A speech that hushes wailing infants, makes the ladies swoon, and inspires many generations to come. This dream began when I was at the New Bedford Whaling Museum at the tender age of 9, gazing up longingly at a giant whale carcass hanging from the ceiling. And I thought to myself, wouldn't it be swell if I became high school valedictorian? Well, 4 years later, I learned that valedictorian was not another word for a fisherman. But then I thought, dude, this is even better. Well, since then, I've been coming up with ideas for the greatest valedictorian speech of all time, which will simply be referenced as the speech from this day hereafter. But now that it actually has happened, all my precious ideas seem to be subpar. Let me relate this to you via a thought-provoking metaphorical statement. You have just entered yourself in a beauty pageant. You consider yourself fairly pretty, decent to look at in the mirror. Your mother always talked about how beautiful you were, and why would she lie? I mean, sure your figure could be better, and maybe a little makeup wouldn't hurt, but gosh darn it, there's a fire that goes inside you. And then you see the other contestants, all of whom are way out of your league, like that girl over there, with her flowing blonde hair and that flirty contemporary sheath dress. Girlfriend, you don't stand a chance. As soon as you think of a clever idea, you realize it's already been done. And on top of that, there are countless others whose ideas are way better than yours in the first place. As the great philosopher and part-time actor, Christian Slater, once said to me, well, not really to me, I saw it in a movie, but still. Christian Slater said to me, all the great themes have been used up and turned into theme parks. There are many things that I imagine about this speech to make it perfect. Fireworks in the shape of my face. And an appearance by illusionist David Blaine, God Among Men. However, due to the current financial crisis, cuts had to be made in the Valedictorian Seed Fund. I am forced to woo you with my words alone. So here we go. In terms of the requisite Shakespeare work, I thought this one by Demetrius would be appropriate. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood. I just wanted to clear that up because there was that rumor a couple years ago. I would also like to make a special shout out to my childhood heroes, John Elway and Billy the Blue Power Ranger. There are some other things that I wanted to include, but they really didn't fit in, unlike the rest of the stuff in my speech. Stuff like space crocodiles, communist spies, William Howard Taft, the time in Poughkeepsie, learning how to spell Poughkeepsie, Ziploc bags, fried plantains, the electrifying romantic comedy Twilight, and an enchanted paper shredder that turns into Dwight Schrute in The Office when you kiss it. Well, obviously, I would like to talk about my high school experience, which showed an uncanny similarity to the Disney Channel original movie event High School Musical. So I wasn't really surprised when we did an hour musical a few years ago. Not a day went by when we didn't randomly burst into song during chemistry lab. We all ate and danced in an open cafeteria, stayed up all night playing video games instead of studying for that scholastic decathlon, and failed tests written by Mr. Payne. By the way, I also happen to be the secret captain of the basketball team with a lovely singing voice. I know what you're thinking right about now. Is this guy serious? Does his speech have a point? Did he just make a reference to Zac Efron? The answer to all these questions is yes. The point is to dream the impossible dream. This may not be referenced as the speech for the rest of eternity, but this is my speech. All other chances to inspire others, whether it's to master time travel, win the World Cup, or succeed in the other fields I plan on pursuing. I may not think of the cleverest idea right now, but great things are not created overnight. This speech was written in two. And I may not be prettier than that one girl with the flowing blonde hair, but someday I'll marry her. And there's no way I will ever be more famous than Rick Astley, no matter what speech I give. Even if I use that alternate version, which included my own rendition of Never Gonna Give You Up, dedicated to Forest Park Senior High School. But I'm not giving up, and neither should you. Son, dream the impossible dream. Dream it.